Cross-cultural adoption is something that's very relevant in Australia. Coverage of the topic seems to be somewhat limited. It is often that we fail to take a comprehensive look at these unconventional families and their specific struggles. Is it nature or is it nurture that determines how one will end up? That is what Jane Lennon's Nature versus Nurture aims to put into question. And today we don't have to speculate on that, as we have joining us right here on 2SER Breakfast to explore an exhibition about her own family and personal journey across cultural adoption. The one, the only Jane Lennon. Morning, Jane. How are you?
Good morning, Danny. I'm very well, thank you. And the first thing I'd like to say is the exhibition is actually called Nurture Nature.
Oh,
Nurture
right.
/ Nature. And there's no verses.
No verses, just a slash.
It's just a slash, yeah.
You know why I put that in there? I did an interview earlier today about how AI is taking over media, and I just needed to prove to people that it's a human doing this radio program, a human who makes mistakes.
Well, it's not really a mistake. I mean, it's just a different. It was just a conscious decision to put nurture first, because it then becomes like a plea, like a request to nurture nature. That's the first sort of meaning of it for me.
Yeah.
And then it goes on from there to explore all of the implications of, nurture nature within the context of adoption and, and art and creating artwork and all of that, and how our adopted daughter actually nurtured our artistic talents or artistic exploration, whatever. Yeah, so that's...
So that was sort of like the inspiration behind the exhibition, your daughter sort of there encouraging you to be artistic.
Yes, that was part of it, yes. That's definitely has been it's because she was so artistic as a child, and, where did that come from? We don't know. And then because of a whole lot of circumstances, we were living in the Blue Mountains and a bit isolated and difficult to... lots of things happened. Anyway, we ended up sort of exploring artistic practice as a way of surviving up here. It happens to a lot of people that move to the mountains, I think. So that's part of what happened as well.
Yeah, and nurture nature kind of challenges the pre-existing notions about sort of like cross-national adoption.
Yes. Well, inter-country adoption is a very challenging thing for everybody, and adoption is a challenging thing for everybody. Let's just face that. But inter-country adoption puts a whole other layer of trauma basically on it, because it's my daughter grew up never feeling part of, always suffering from racism from both Australian and Korean, because when she actually went to Korea in her late 20s, and she certainly didn't feel at home there, because she didn't speak the language for a start, and she's always felt slightly discriminated against in Australia because she was Asian and looked different to a lot of, to us, and so there's always been so it's been hard for her but we've done our best to,
And you continue to do your best. I mean, if you're putting on an exhibition at the Korean Cultural Centre to celebrate all of this, I think you're a pretty good parent. Now, part of Nurture Nature, there is like 50 artworks on display. Can you tell us a bit about them?
Yeah. Well, there's some of my daughter's work, her childhood work, which was, she made beautiful little sculptures of string people and paper dolls and lovely drawings of chickens. She was obsessed she had pet chickens and she loved them dearly. And so there's her work, and then there's my work, which is I've had a practice of recycling office paper into sculpture,
Oh, wow.
making it into like a clay-like pulp, and then forming it into works which are very robust and very strong. Not like paper mache, because paper mache is very sort of flimsy, but what I do is actually quite thick pulp, and so it becomes very tough and resilient, and a bit like me. And my husband has done botanical sculpture, which is a kind of he grows orchids and fixes them to carved sandstone and various other things. And so there's botanical sculpture, paper pulp sculpture, and then my daughter's beautiful sculptures and drawings. So that's what the exhibition is made up of. And it's a beautiful exhibition, and we've been absolutely delighted with the collaboration with the Korean Cultural Centre, because they've been extremely generous and kind and sensitive to all the issues and things of adoption, and particularly Korean adoption. And they've done a beautiful, well, I think it's a beautiful show.
Yeah.
With the way it's been installed and produced. It's a very professional, lovely show.
It is beautiful, but you've got to get in quick to see it, because it closes this Friday, 18th of July. It's on at the Korean Cultural Centre in Elizabeth Street in Sydney. It is free. It's on there every day from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Yes, 10 till 6 every day, and just this week. This is the last week, and that's right. It goes till the 18th.
Jane
and
Lennon.
The Korean Cultural Centre is at 255 Elizabeth Street in the city, and opposite Hyde Park, near Museum Station. And it was a pleasure to showcase our exhibition in such a beautiful space.
Well, I think you're doing wonderful things there, celebrating nurture and nature as part of art. I will put all the details up for the exhibition on the 2SER website. Jane, I really appreciate your time here this morning joining us on 2SER Breakfast.
Okay, well, it's been a pleasure. Thank you very much.
It's very lovely of you to say. Hey, the feature album this week on